To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Here's a diving catch right side. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Pacheco once again. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Flushed out right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to have the first down and then some. And finally down at the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. Steps away to his left. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
As we prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Jackson to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Jackson now. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. On 3rd down, Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson on the move to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. On third down, Henry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's second and long. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. To throw is Jackson. Rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arm. And now the rookie's free. Now he's loose at the 40, inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And Xavier Worthy in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. They'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. So they get two more on the board here just before halftime. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Buying time to his left. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Flushed out right. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kyle Hamilton running up from his safety spot and earning the sack. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. He's got it. Touchdown, Chief. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. On 1st and 10, Goff. Flush to his right. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Montgomery is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Stroud now on 1st and 10. This goes out wide from Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact,
all right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. Still going. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
2nd and 9. Goff going to shift him around. 2nd and 9 now. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Goff on 3rd down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Texans will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. In motion right, that's Collins. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Play action. Stroud now.
Escaping the pressure right.
That is caught by Dell.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff dancing to his left. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Here's Goff.
He'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They're going to go for it. It's Goff. Forced out to his left. And it's a surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
C.J. Stroud.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion.
Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Carlton Davis picks it.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And not a great decision to bring it out there as he's tackled just beyond the 10.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but the defense held strong, and they hold on to this. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And they will score a pick-6 for the Texans TD. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get them to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
There he goes left side. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Lions.
That That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job. And Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Stroud to throw it.
Sliding out of the pocket.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Taking a shot for Dell here. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a first down throw. Gone. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Goff. Escaping the pressure right.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Here's Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they're going to be backed up to start. A big hit there on the return. Stops him dead in his tracks.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
That's to the tight end, Laporta.
And he's got this down to the 35. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now Goff on first down.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Goff now on second down. He's airing it out for Williams.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
And Stroud now to throw.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked him from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Eluding the pressure right.
Into space at the 45.
And he takes it all the way up to the 47. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. Stroud will look to throw once more.
Going deep for Diggs. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. Down the left sideline.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, they matched their opponent's pick six from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. That's for the opposing offense. You wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not.
Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
They're going for it. Here's Stroud. Taking a shot for Dell here.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Goff now to throw.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
Touchdown!
Jimmy.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The play fake, and it's Darnold. Being chased out left. That one complete to Naylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From the 50, it's Darnold. That's to Naylor once again. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, it's only the first quarter, but that's a quick shift of momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception, and then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Back to throw, Darnold. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. An inside give to Jones.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. To throw is Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On on fourth down. Darnold. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Jalen Tolbert.
71 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Faking the give, Darnold. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. Oh, a heck of a move. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. 87 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll make it 13-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Devontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure.
Oh, now some trickery. They fake the spike.
He's letting it fly for Cooks.
And that'll be caught.
And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. Brandon Cooks, 63 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. On first down, it's Darnold.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. From the 24 now, here's second down and 2. Now Darnold wants to change it up.
2nd and 2.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
For the defense, they were all over that as soon as that ball was in the air. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland, Ohio. Here's the veteran Dustin Hopkins ready for the start, and we are underway now from Huntington Bank Field. And he returns this to the 20. Two. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Off the play fake, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. The end result, 21 yards.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 5. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. On play action, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of. Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
Play action now, Prescott. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
First carry for Nick Chubb.
And Chubb going to push forward and pick up a Browns first down as he'll take this up to the 12-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Donovan Wilson that time there on the tackle. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Watson off play action.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. Into space at the 45. Down the right sideline. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Commanders Field, located near our nation's capital here in Landover, Maryland. It's the Battle of the Beltway. Baltimore and Washington are underway. Jackson, first play, going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Now Jackson out to his left.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
It's a scintillating run by Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get 2 more. He's got it. So that didn't take long. Quickly 8-zip. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. Adafe Owe there on the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now 2nd and 9. Daniels looking to throw.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here's a diving catch right side. 23 yards, the final tally.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
To throw is Daniels.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Daniels now to throw on 1st down.
And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Robinson is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Off the play fake, Daniels. That's caught left side by Simmons. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So now it's third and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Here's Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Commanders are back within a couple of the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taken at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they...
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 71 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Right there, 54, right there.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a timeout called for by the offense. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. Now back to throw. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Austin Eckler, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Commanders get a bit closer. Daniel's going to try and throw for it.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. So they do get it. And the 2 points. Now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing 1 play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson.
Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Throwing is Jackson.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 36. To throw again is Jackson. Steps away. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down.
Jackson from the shotgun. Rolling to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 14 yards.
And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
They'll try and throw for it. Steps away to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
18 more yards there and another first down. Now Daniels.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Noah Brown from 8 yards out.
And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Play action, now it's Daniels.
That's caught. And he is going to get in. But there is a flag down. Let's sort this out here.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for two. From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
Flushed out right. And he'll get in as they're back within a score now. The lead's down to 7.
They were so worried about a punch up the gut or a quick pass inside. They didn't take away an easy run by the QB. Doesn't bring them all the way back, but a good scramble there to erase 2 more points from that deficit.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Jackson on first down. Buying time to his left. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. They still can't get it. The quick feet by Jackson. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson now.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A final shot before break. Daniels.
That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. Still going inside the 20.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? What a gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Daniels now on 1st and 10.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
To the air goes Daniels.
Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Jaden Daniels.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7.
Well, after that, it's not hard to see where the momentum is pointing because it's squarely on his side. After a heads-up play to jog that one in for another 2 points.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On second down, Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now Jackson on first down. On the move to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. And we are underway in Buffalo. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big pickup of 38.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this has taken that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk, 38 yards. And the 49ers have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off play action. Allen. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You've got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's Purdy.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked, and there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal.
Purdy now to throw. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
McCaffrey is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level. And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Allen.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the first down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right? Why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess with handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut.
Exactly. Create that. Just a little bit of space should get it done. You're almost able to take the snap, just fall down and pick it up. They got it there.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And this throw incomplete. Like a defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th.
And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the first quarter.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Purdy now to throw off the play action.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Rolling to his left. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. 23 yards the pickup there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the 49ers are able to add on to that lead. Purdy will throw for it.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 12-yard line. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
And that is incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Play action. Now Purdy.
He'll buy some time right.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted.
Teron Johnson able to pick it.
And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen.
He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Allen now on first down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel.
Down inside the 10.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 32 yards.
And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Purdy looking to throw.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis.
Just about set for football. The veteran Matt Gay has it teed up, and we are underway now at Lucas Oil Stadium. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And not a great decision to bring it out there as he's tackled just beyond the 10. Quickly to the air is Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
Love this look to start the ball game. They empty the backfield right away, and that's going to put some early stress on both their offensive line and on the secondary. And here they get the completion and a quick first down.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On third down, Burrow. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, that's one way and a good way to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. They go play action with Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running.
Touchdown, Bengals!
Joe Burrow spotting T. Higgins for the touchdown there. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Finds his big tight end, Noelle Cox. And he'll be taken down right away up near midfield at the 47. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Richardson now on 2nd down.
A short throw. This is caught by Cox. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
3rd and 2.
Defense wins championships, baby.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. With 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Richardson working from the gun. A short throw. This is caught by Cox.
Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. That complete to Downs.
That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but again, zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd down, here's Richardson.
That's complete right around the 8. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense will...
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Colts are an extra point away from drawing level.
Boy, 2 long, sustained drives by each team to start things out. It's kind of similar to how the pitch clock has shortened baseball games. That means we'll be out of here quickly if we get a few more drives like that. We're in the 2nd quarter now, and we've only had 1 drive apiece, each of which have ended with touchdowns.
And he'll get in, and they take an 8-7 lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Here we go.
2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score.
I'm one, right? 11.
Now Burrow on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And this play's still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. Down inside the 10.
And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score.
Jamar Chase,
34 yards.
and the Bengals are able to move back in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes this a 14-8 ball game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Richardson looking to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
From the shotgun, Richardson working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Richardson yet again.
Forced out to his left.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it.
And the Bengals grab it.
Partner, everything that happened before that fumble was great. Good vision, navigated the open field, got good chunk yardage. At that point, if you see a defender coming, though, just step out of bounds. Don't risk all you picked up before the hit to just try and get an extra yard or two.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase
with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, pardon?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. 57's the mic. Watch 57. No chance.
Richardson looking to throw this. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.